What is up? What is up? Two people in the chat. Could you put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me good? Put a 1 and 2 in the chat if you can hear me and see me good. I would deeply appreciate that. We're doing Q's and A's today. Definitely going to answer some questions for people. I went ahead and did my seminar with the ladies, touching up on health. Joseph, thank you. Mr. Olga Lopez, is that Olga? Thank you. If we can get ones in the chat if you can hear me, ones and twos if you can hear me and see me clearly. Like I was saying, we're doing a bit of Q's and A's today, answering people's questions, whatever they may have about herbs, how to use herbs, what herbs should be used for what, and just things of that nature. Answering gardening questions for people who may want to get into gardening and learn how to really get into this and get that freedom that comes with growing your own food and medicine. Hopefully people are realizing in the day that we're living in, sheesh, man, it's needed. If you're not growing your own food or medicine, or at least thinking about doing so and putting steps in progress in doing so, you're behind, man. You're behind. That level of freedom is going to be needed because things are getting priced out like crazy. The quality of things are dropping. Medicine isn't as efficient. Sunny Official, I appreciate you. Yeah, so that's what today is about. I want to go ahead and put out a kind of like a pretext question. What herbs do you know about? Does anybody know about any herbs already? And if so, what's your go-to herb? Are y'all on herbs? Do you have any knowledge of them? And if so, what's your go-to herb? That I would like to know. Let's start there. And be sure to ask whatever questions you guys may. At this point, you have me at your disposal. I've been doing this for 15 years. I've been gardening, building gardens for people, helping people holistically heal themselves, use the herbs to treat, prevent, cure, and just keep up their body's level of synergy for about 15 years now. I've been gardening for 15 years, herbally helping people for about 8, correct that, about 8, 9-ish years. I'm sipping on some homemade wine, some living wine that I made myself out of some pears, and it's good. Probiotic, it's helping my gut, really helping me flush things out, so to speak. Rosa, how are you? You're a fan? I am honored. I am honored. The question is, do you use herbs? Do you have knowledge of any herbs? And if so, what herbs are your go-to herbs? Me personally, my go-to herb is soursop. Whether I'm having a cold, whether I'm helping somebody else with an ailment, whether I'm seasoning food, making tea, just enjoying my day. My boys say ganja. Okay. Well, what do you use it for? Are you using it medicinally, or do you just like to soar the clouds? There's a difference. I subscribe to you. Subscribe? Thank you so much. Subscribe to my YouTube, follow my Instagram. Instagram has changed their policies to where you have to have 1,000 subscribers or 1,000 followers in order to go live. I never heard of such nonsense. I don't know if it's just a me thing, but it hurt my feelings because I like showing love to people and following plenty of people. So I follow more people than follow me because there are some pretty dope people out there. Oils, edibles, workout, aid. I don't smoke. I will give you kudos for not smoking. The medicinal properties are, so you have ganja. I don't want to get taken down. You have the maguana. You have maguana and you have hemp. Those are two different plants from the same genus. Maguana is high in compounds that help people to soar the clouds. It does have a lot of compounds in it that help focus. It helps muscle memory. It can help you in a few different ways, primarily topically for people with like rashes and like psoriasis and eczema, burns, like any sort of skin blemish, dandruff, things of that nature. It is very good at that. Also, hemp is very good at that as well. The terpenes that are in it, the medicinal compounds, it's great. So I'm not one to tell you, hey, don't use a certain herb, but smoking something and or using something just to soar the clouds, so to speak, I can't endorse that part. Damn, I came here to troll you, but you have useful knowledge. I'm subbed and liked. I may still troll a little though. Hey man, you ain't got to troll, bro. I'm just a brother trying to help the people. You know what I'm saying? I've been on a journey myself. I've been through a lot in life, and it has led me to want to help the people. Hands down. I want to help people heal themselves. I want to help people go to their backyard rather than go to Walgreens and to Kroger pharmacy or whatever pharmacy they use. Because I'm a true firm believer that whatever you need to heal yourself to get better mentally, physically, and in some cases even spiritually, because when your body is right and your mental is right, you can be more clear to talk to God. You ain't gotta troll, bro. You ain't gotta troll. I get it. Some people like to like kind of like touch base and troll or whatever, but hopefully you can become a part of the natural family. That is what I call my group of real ones. You know what I'm saying? The part of the natural family. I am Stan, Nature Man Stan of Jerusalem Naturals. Join the family, bro. Might be able to put you onto some lion's mane mushroom. Lion's mane mushroom is a mushroom. You say you like to work out, right? If you're working out, if you're taking lion's mane mushroom, especially if you eat it raw, your focus in the gym is going to be ridiculous. It's going to be out of this world. And I don't know if you use a pre-workout. Do you use pre-workout? Add voice, add boy. I don't know how to pronounce that. Maybe I can one of these days I can get you on to like talk so you can tell me how to pronounce that. Natural wine, guys. This is great. It's a very fresh wine. It only fermented for about 2 weeks. The alcohol content is probably, I can't tell you what the alcohol content is, but it's mellow. Dubious. Great phonetic. That's what's up. I like that. Yeah, I use pre-workout sometimes, bro. If you're using a pre-workout, I wonder if I have my pre-workout. Let me show you my pre-workout. I thought I was playing, huh? This is my pre-workout. I get it from Vitamin Shop. It's called Altered Strength. I got it specifically because it has B vitamins to help me feel great while I'm working out, magnesium to help with the electrolyte loss with the caffeine so I don't get as much cramps. It's decent on the sodium. It's not nothing crazy. But it has coconut water, 500 milligrams of coconut water, 330 milligrams of caffeine. So my pump is crazy. My energy is crazy in there. What else? Here, it has an organic mushroom blend, right? Cordyceps mushroom and organic lion's mane mushroom. Cordyceps for the energy. That's gonna like last like a good 4 or 5 hours. I'm not gonna lie. You're gonna feel pretty amped for a while. or at least have like that mentality of, okay, let me get up and go do something real quick, right? It had some other things in it. Let me see here. Ashwagandha, that's another thing that I wanted to get it for, to help alleviate mood. An adaptogen, it's great in the body, just to alleviate like cortisol levels. So don't get me nerding out in here, bro. I'll nerd out. I freeze and store tomato leaves right before winter. The tea helps a lot of reducing fever and decreasing symptoms of the common cold and flu. That is a great piece of information, and it doesn't surprise me. Just be careful. I wouldn't go overboard with it, because the tomato plant is a part of the nightshade family, if I'm not mistaken. I'm gonna look that up. I don't want to give out the wrong thing. Yeah, I know it's solanaceous. Are tomatoes a part of the nightshade family? Nightshade
According
vegetables.
to GoodRx, nightshade vegetables are a family of plants that include peppers, tomatoes, and potatoes.
So they are a part of the nightshade. Their leaves can have a little bit of toxins, some nightshade plants. So just be careful. They're high in terpenes. Those little hairs that you see all over the plant are trichomes, and Adubius probably he probably knows what trichomes are. They're little resinous hairs all over the plant. Once you rub them, you can really smell the tomato plant. I love the smell of the tomato plant, actually. But just be careful, because you can't do that with all of them. Like, you can't eat or consume the leaves of eggplants. They're harmful, so be careful. Yes, very small amounts. It can be harmful if not done right. See? So you already know. One love, man. Toast. Here's to you. You know what I'm saying? Pear wine on deck. I'm so glad I'm getting natural pear wine. Honestly, guys, if you brew or if you ferment your own wine, your health better be on point, because real fresh wine is full of probiotic bacteria and yeasts. And once they hit the gut, if you haven't been detoxing, if you got bullcrap in there that needs to come out the body, it's coming out, bro. It's coming out, bro. I hope you're at home and ain't got work, if you ever do. I hope you have that day off. Real talk. But yeah, guys, this is Q&As. If you have any questions relative to gardening, relative to herbs, how to use them, what they need to be used for, if you have ailments in mind but just don't know, like, what herb would I use for this ailment, you got me here. I've been doing this for about depends on which field you're talking about. I've been gardening for about 15 years. I've been into the medicinal properties of plants for about 8-9-ish years, somewhere around the 10-year range. I've been doing this, guys. I've been helping people all over get their life together, get their diets together. I may be a big guy. I know I'm a bit overweight, but I'm probably the healthiest big guy that I know. That's because of the way I eat, my activities, what I'm interested in, and I keep my brain mentally preoccupied on trying to learn things. That is actually a health tactic. People who are real interested in learning things typically have better health, showing that the brain and the body are connected in much more ways than we think. So axe away, guys. Axe away. I am here. Right now, I am putting together a bit of some research and development study for a sister of mine who has been dealing with, I don't want to put her business out there, but she's been dealing with neurological, not disorders, but malfunctioning. I'm thinking it might have something to do with like an autoimmune, but I'm not completely sure. So I'm digging deeper into it, and this is what I do. I help people in any way I can. If I don't know it, I'm going to go study it to know it. So while y'all have me studying, I can answer questions as well. It's all good. Where are y'all coming in from as well? Like, where are y'all from? There's 2 people in the chat right now. Are y'all in Houston as well? Do you have any tips on things that could help with acid reflux? Depending on if it's your diet, a lot of acid reflux can be solved through diet. Are you eating a lot of acidic things? Are you eating a lot of tomato-based products? I just said that because it came to mind. We're talking about tomatoes, but your mucus lining in your gut could be weak. I would take okra, eat some raw okra, or cut up raw okra and put it in water, let it sit overnight, and drink. Yes, drink the slimy water. It's gonna be slimy. It's gonna be obnoxious. But once that gets in your gut, hey, Jakeem, my boy in here, man. All praises, bro. But let me answer your question, because this is Q&As, and I want y'all to hit me with all of y'all's questions. Once that mucus water, that mucilagenic water from the okra gets into your gut, it'll help the mucus lining of your entire body. Your mucus lining around your stomach, mucus lining around your lungs, mucus lining around your test, like your everything, your reproductive system and everything. So it's very important to coat the stomach properly. You could be having acid reflux due to a weak mucus lining in your gut. It could be just that simple. But if your diet is full of acidic, highly acidic components, you're going to want to chill out on that too, bro. That's interesting. Usually I soak it to get rid of the slime, but I eat okra so often. I am trying this out, brother. Hey, all praises, man. Give me a like and follow, bro. Please go follow my Instagram. I need to get to 1,000 subscribers, hopefully by the end of the month. As soon as the Most High allows it. I mean, it's not. This is all God, right? But subscribe here, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, everywhere, man. I appreciate it. I'm in New York, originally from Dominican Republic. Oh, what part of the Santo Domingo? What's that other place I know of in the Dominican Republic? I forgot. Y'all be cooking that black rice, huh? Well, you and the Haitians. Y'all are really brothers, right? Like, for real, but the plantanos, the Dominican culture, like, my people from the Caribbean, so our cultures are like this, bro. We eat probably the same things, we just call it something else. One love, bro. One love. New York is full of my culture too. Both of our cultures. So if you're from New York, you know about the Caribbean culture and how affluent the culture is there. The Dominican culture. Those are probably the 2 biggest cultures in New York. Caribbean and Dominican. Puerto Rican. There's a lot of Puerto Rican as well. One love, bro. But yes, when you say you soak them to get the mucus out of them, that mucus is what you need in your body. What you could do is, excuse me, if you can get them young enough to where they're not too hard to bite into, because once they grow to a certain 1-2, my boy, real talk, appreciate you. But once you get them to a point where they're too fibrous to bite into, you're going to want to just put them in the water overnight. But if you can get them real tender while they're young, the okra pods, if you can get tender okra pods, just eat those. They're not bad. They taste pretty good. Now, are you putting that in there, Jakeem, because there's an issue? Or you can hear me and see me good? I know you're somewhat of a vet at this point, so You gotta let me know. Yo. So also, if you're dealing with acid reflux as well, bro, if it's something that you've always struggled with, and you're Dominican too, so this might hurt, but you're gonna want to cool out on like peppery, saucy foods. You're gonna want to cool down on that, bro. Yeah, I'm from the capital, Santo Domingo. Yep, we're brothers for sure. We share the same island. We feed from the same soil. Hey, man, one love to my people, bro. I love my people. But you're gonna want to cool down on the saucy foods, the peppery foods, at least until you can get your mucus lining up to par, and then you can start implementing things slowly. But if you're already dealing with acid reflux, that's typically due to a mucus lining problem all the way from the esophagus down to the stomach. And if your stomach lining is weak, brother, you're not even getting nutrients like you should. That could lead to irritable bowels. That could lead to vomiting. That could lead to like other stuff. Like for real. So get on that, bro. And the good thing is okra is such a easy grower. Maybe not so much in New York because y'all get cold soon. But I would say most places you can go ahead and drop an okra seed right now. It'll sprout and give you okra for at least 2 months before winter comes and just freezes it out. Once winter comes, that's a wrap. But I might start okra tomorrow just to prove that fact. Why not? I don't really eat okra like that, but it is such a good producer. It gives you so much food per plant. Every day you can harvest off of like if you have 5 to 10 okra plants, you can go out every day and get snacks. Nice tender okra pods and just snack while you're out there. The ones that grow a little bit too big, put them in that water or save them for seeds for next year. My boy Joaquin, man, how is the garden doing, man? You told me you was out there with the body the other day. How did it go, and did they put in work? That's all I want to know. How did it go, and did they put in work? We could pick up after you answer those questions. Because everybody ain't picking up the plow to put in the work, man. Especially in 100-degree weather. Q&As, people, Q&As, ask whatever questions you may about herbs, about medicinal mushrooms. Honestly, here's a fun fact that many people may not know. When it comes to healing the body, there is just as much reason to use mushrooms as there are to use herbs. Not lying. Shiitake mushrooms, go to the Asian market, go get the shiitake mushrooms, or grow them yourself. You can do that. It just takes a while, you know. Lion's mane mushroom, reishi mushroom. In fact, it's 3 people in the chat. If y'all hold 45 seconds, I'm gonna show y'all what I got. Can anybody tell me, and y'all three are here, that's what's up. Y'all can get to see it first. Can anybody tell me what these are? Can anybody tell me what that is? Can anybody tell me what's in here? Got some serious medicine coming for the people, man. And unlike everybody else, I'm not finna charge them crazy. I am gonna make a profit, just enough to go and get more and keep the business going and keep a roof over my head. I'm not trying to bleed people's pockets in order for me to get rich. The riches will come if I'm doing the right thing and it's actually helping people. If there's actual benefit to what I'm doing, people will come back. Why wouldn't you? You go back to the grocery store, they keep having whatever you like to eat. They meet that need. You know what I'm saying? Interesting. What is it? Huh? Interesting. What is it usually used for? Are you talking about what's in the bag or the lion's mane mushroom that I was talking about? What are you talking about specifically? Talk with me a bit more, my brother. Chat with me a bit more. What do you mean? Be specific. Let's have a combo. What's in the bag? I thought you never asked. This is reishi mushroom. This is reishi mushroom, one of the most medicinal mushrooms on the planet, if not, some would say the most medicinal mushroom on the planet. I'm growing them myself organically to get to the people. I have a retailer, no, I have a supplier, I should say, where I can get it in bulk and bring it to the people for an affordable price. Get double extraction tinctures and all of that so I can really start helping the people, because these pharmaceuticals and people out here are not helping the people, bro, at all. So I gotta step in. I gotta do something about that. It's not fair that people need reishi mushroom to heal so much that they're dealing with and have never heard about it. Go to the doctor once every month, maybe more, but never heard about a mushroom that could probably cure them of half the things they're dealing with. It's not fair. But never fear, Stan is here. You know what I'm saying? Never fear, one of God's chosen is here. No. No, I'm fine. I'm talking to the people. What's going on? What's going on? Okay, Sakai's here. Hey, how you doing? What's going on? Good night. I know it is probably like, what, 10 over there? Thanks for tuning in. I know that, yeah, the time differences can be a thing. I'm talking to my brother D6 about medicinal mushrooms, and that I have some medicinal mushrooms to bring to the people. Can't wait. Cannot wait. Very happy about that. Going to be having all types of medicine available, and it's needed, man. I have to make a disclosure. I am not a doctor. Do your own research, and if any product I have falls in line with your research that is good for you, I'm here for you. So, for educational purposes and healing purposes only. Pull up some more of this homemade pear wine. Oh yeah. I'd love to grow some, but it's an I'd love to grow some, but it's an area I haven't had time to explore yet. That's what I'm here for. Never fear. Stan is here. Nature Man Stan is here. So let me tell you, this wine, when you taste a home brewed natural wine, it's not like what you think you're gonna get from a store at any time. It's living. There's still live bacteria and cultures of yeast in here, and I think that actually helps to make the alcohol a bit more efficiently utilized in the body, because it's not that strong of an alcohol at all, but you feel the effects of it rather bluntly, if I don't say so myself. So I don't know what that's about. I assume it's because of the natural order of the wine and what's in it. It makes you metabolize it a bit more efficiently in your body. That's the only thing I can think of. It's good though. I think I did good. You ever made kombucha? Bro, you don't know who you're talking to. Now it says port on here, but this is kombucha. It's kombucha vinegar by now. I've had it in here so long. It's kombucha right here. I would mix them, but I know that it would make me go to the toilet. I would detox immediately. I don't need that. I'm still talking to y'all. I don't need that. I don't need that right now. But I make my own kombucha. I have so much gallons of it. Teasing much? No, I'm not. Whatever do you mean? I'm gonna stop. About to try and see how to make it soon. It's rather simple. It can be rather simple, I should say. But you need a reliable mother of cultures. Once you have that, it's all about cultivating it and really just making the mother multiply and breed and things of that nature. Me personally, I take it a step further and I turn the mother itself into a medicinal mother, so that no matter what, I'm gonna call you tomorrow because I'm gonna try to make it in this weekend. Make it this weekend. Like I said, as long as you have the mother to do it, it's quite straightforward. Me personally, because of what I do, and I take this as my profession, this is what I'm being called to do, I make the mother itself medicinal, even further medicinal rather than just being full of good bacteria. I have it have medicinal properties that it can carry on into each batch that it makes. And that takes so much. It's very tricky because if you change anything in the environment, it could kill the whole bacteria microbiome. Look at this picture of this beautiful beef that I was cooking. Have you ever seen greater marbling in your life? Ugh. Ugh. Beautiful. and I have 10 more. I've just racked a first 5 gallons. I have like 10 more gallons to rack. I might even put it through another phase of fermentation just to test it and see what I can turn this into. It has a good feel. It doesn't have a lot of like legs on it as I swirl it. Super peary, like it almost smells as if you cut into it. It smells like a fresh pear. It doesn't even smell fermented, to be honest. It smells like a fresh pear juice. Go ahead and make that jerky. You know what? I've been saying that I need to. The thing is with jerky, they make it seem like it's such an easy process. It's not. To get quality jerky, it's easy to make burnt jerky. It's super easy to do that. But real jerky that you want, that's flavorful, that's still mouth-watering, the temperature has to be so low and the smoke has to be so consistent. But I've done it before. And what I was upset is that all of that effort from all those hours, it took a couple of days, I think. No, it definitely took more than a couple of days to make like a couple pounds of that jerky. And it went in like 2 days. And I was stretching it. 2 days. So I was like, bro, if I really want to do this, I gotta make like it was gone. It was teriyaki too. But I am a sommelier. I am a sommelier. Thank you. But nah, I used to make wine a lot back in the day. I think my first wine I ever made, I was in high school. I literally got some Welch's grape juice, added sugar to it, added bread yeast, and I put a condom over it as like the airlock, as a sterile airlock. And I put a little micro hole in it so they can let out an off gas. That was the first one I ever made. Immediately after that, I made a sake. So I'm not like most people, I must attest. And my sake was just as good as sake as you can get in the stores. Taste-wise, maybe not quality-wise, but taste-wise, it was sweet, silky. It was awesome. It didn't last long at all. And it was at least 20% alcohol. Made with jasmine rice. So, stop playing with me. Stop playing with me, please. I just ask you to just don't play with me. Right? Gotta turn that off because it'll flag my music on here. I don't even know if it'll let it post. YouTube has been a pain in my side, bro. Like, I'm not even anybody right now, right? If I play any music, it has to be like all instrumentals. I have to even watch that. And they still might be like, look, this instrumental is linked to a 1960 song. Sorry, you can't play it. We can't post this. What are you doing, YouTube? You have people on here who are illegal. Let's just put it like that. Violently illegal. Worth death penalty illegal. Go flag them. Right? Like, I'm just the garden guy. But it's all good. What y'all got going? This is Q&As. Please continue to ask any questions relative to gardening, herbs, and how to use them. Because this information will not be free for long. Just saying. If I'm good at something, I might as well get paid for it. Man, if we had somebody in the body making lo-fi beats, bro, do it. What do you mean? Lo-fi beats would be clutch for things like this. Bro, do it. Yasuka says she make music. Make some music, bro. Just don't like I don't know, do the necessary things where people can like use it without getting flagged or whatever, which is probably going to be a process in and of itself. But y'all link up. Let me see if I can put on something without getting flagged. Mm. Mm-hmm. Correction, I want to make music. I thought you told me you make music. I don't have the system yet. Okay. Still, anyways, Jakeem, do it. That would be great. It would be so niche that there would be so much people in the body like raising their hand and ready to be like, hey, can I get in on this? Or how do I support this? Or, bro, I love what you're doing. Let me share this. Like, hey, bro, I know I would. When I got my little $5, hey, man, keep up the good work and keep dropping another album when I can. Because I'm not rich yet. I ain't got it all yet. But in due season, I'm going to keep working and keep being positive. That's what I'm going to do. So here we are looking into remedies for epilepsy. My number one, even before so I don't even, you know what I'm saying, give the impression that I'm not storing this information. Off the bat, lion's mane, reishi mushroom. So that's 2 mushrooms off the gate for the same ailment. For epilepsy, hyperactive neurons. I would definitely get into some chamomile for nighttime. If they were opposed to using like hemp extracts, I would tell them to use like paracetamol extracts. I do that, and then I would tell them to stop taking stimulants. No caffeine. Very mild on the sugar. What else? That'll probably be just about it. Like no pre-workout and stuff like that. And then that should help them. And after that, I would try to see like how did that help, so we can move forward with other herbs. But that'd be the start: lion's mane, reishi, and chamomile. And I tell them to stop. Like if they're coffee drinkers or green tea drinkers, you just can't handle that caffeine. You don't need that caffeine. Don't need that caffeine in your system, especially when dealing with a neurological malfunction. Q&As, any questions? Please let me answer them. studying as well. So don't mind me, I'm just in my book, but I will be answering questions, any questions that you guys may have relative to the natural living, gardening, and healing yourself naturally. Sorry, I have to get ready for work. I'm still here though. I almost want to ask, what does that mean? Do you have to? Does that mean you have to go soon, or ready for bed? Okay. Well, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you. Just doing some Q&As, chilling. Reishi mushroom on deck. All organic. I will have so much for the people in the nearby future. So I have to do that, man. This is something that, like I said, doctors will not tell you could have healed you a while ago. Something that you needed, something you should have been taking for all of your life. But they'll subscribe to you some pills, they'll give you prescriptions for all type of crap that gives you symptoms. Can you explain how to grow mushrooms? Autumn Health, Shalom, do you ship your sea moss out of state? Yes, I do. Definitely do ship my sea moss out of state. DM me, contact me, go to my Instagram, please follow, and let me know what you need and where you're at, and we can get you some sea moss, quality sea moss from the ocean of St. Kitts and Nevis, or the shores, I should say, of St. Kitts and Nevis. No pollution, none of that bull crap. Not Chinese farmed, not farmed off the coast of wherever. So, definitely. Autumn Health. Sounds familiar. Autumn Health. But yes. Can you explain how to grow mushrooms? Mushrooms grow off of certain substrates. Most of the ones people are going to colonize and grow are going to be sephoric. I believe that's the term, which means they grow off of wood. It's a big process. There's a lot of sterilization involved because any type of contamination, I mean, there's always a risk of contamination, to be honest. But all around us is trichoderma fungus. Any of that get in here in this bag before that it can colonize this entire block. It's gonna make great compost too. Oh my days. It'll ruin the whole growth process and you'll never get mushrooms. It's quite complicated. You got to be in the actual field itself to really deal with the ins and outs of that, because you got to get the right grain. You got to get the right grains to colonize them, get the right substrate, wood substrates to colonize them. They have to be sterilized, get the right spores or tissue samples. Yeah, it's pretty deep. You can do YouTube dives on how to do it. Me personally, I find it far more expedient to supply the mushrooms and tinctures and medicine to the people, because this is something needed now. They're charging, how much was they charging for lion's mane mushroom when last time I saw it? It was a good amount more than $10 a pound. I do remember that. But When I saw that price, I said, good Lord, man, I'm so glad that I know where to get them, how to grow them myself. I have people in the industry that's been doing this, reliable. I know they've been grown on good substrate, because this is medicine that they're selling as like a luxury mushroom and blah, blah, blah. But you should be supplying it as something as relatively available as like onions or lettuce. Real talk. So it's sad, especially when I saw that price. I forgot what price I saw, but when I saw it, I know I had the visceral reaction of like, oh, they must be out their damn mind. There's no way. There's no way I'm going to spend over $100 to have enough lion's mane for the week. No, absolutely not. So here I am growing it. Lion's mane, baby. I'm gonna go ahead and let these fruit. I'm going to cut. In fact, I might just do that on camera. I'm going to cut them open, let oxygen into the environment, and so they're in a CO2 rich environment right now. This micron patch allows for very bare minimal bacteria to get in, but does allow for gas exchange. And the idea is, once it's colonizing and like really taking over the whole substrate, it's hard getting them alive. You're talking about the mushrooms themselves? It very much so is. But once it's colonizing, it needs a CO2 rich environment. It doesn't need a lot of exposure to fresh oxygenated air. But once they get to the point where they've colonized, they're starting to make their little fruiting bodies. They want to basically expand their life cycle. They've colonized, they've fruited, and now they want to put out their spores. What you'll do is cut a hole in the bag, allow for oxygen to get in there. Once you allow oxygen to get in, we'll cut already. Once you allow oxygen to get in, it will trigger the plant to go into sporing. And with reishi mushroom, typically allows them to conch, form a conch. That's what it's called, like a seashell format, and produce their spores. With lion's mane, it allows them to form these pom-pom looking structures and drop their spores that way. Yeah, each one I have is probably ready to go into that state. I was told to wait a little bit longer, but I have more than one reishi mushroom block. I'm probably just going to experiment on what happens if I let oxygen in it right now. It's hard keeping them alive. It is hard keeping them alive. It's so worth it. I wonder if that'll be something I'll do in the future. I'll make something to where if people wanted to, they could try to grow them themselves. But in the meantime, I do have a supplier. I'm going to get with him and do a business merger, and hopefully we can benefit each other, because he is so talented. I went to his house, his facility. He has it made to where it's like, it's so in depth. He has like the huge grow tent that's as big as, just really about as big as this sunroom that I'm in. And it's so beautiful. He has pink oyster mushrooms, blue oyster mushrooms, lion's mane, reishi, chestnut, shiitake. Oh man, he's the mushroom guru. And I'm glad to know the brother, and he's a brother. So cheers to that. But I'm definitely going to get back into growing mushrooms. This is not my first time growing mushrooms at all. And I'm glad that I have someone to help with that process. I'm surprised you haven't tried growing mushrooms yourself, Yasuka. You can go to Home Depot or Lowe's. They have like little small, like growing kits. Kind of like for like first time experiences. You can try that. And if you like that experience, then you can kind of like go further. But that'd be a great way for you to like start. Great way for you to start. And when you're done getting a couple flushes of mushroom out of the block, you can use it as compost. So there's that too. I'll be too busy, that's why I haven't started growing them. It'd be like that. It'd be like that. In fact, I'm gonna, before I go to sleep, let me go ahead and, I'm gonna cut this bad boy open. Because it is taking longer than expected. And I'm getting a little antsy. At the very least, I'm gonna cut open the lion's mane mushroom one. And I'm going to add oxygen to that environment and start fruiting it. I'm going to leave it in this sunroom. It's humid in here. Hopefully it doesn't get too hot, but I'll be misting it. I'll be over at mom's house every other day or whenever I can and making sure that they can fruit. I love my mom's house, I'm not going to lie, because she has the biggest backyard. Her backyard is like twice the size of mine. And she's not renting like I am, so man, I could throw stuff in the ground, I could dig up back here, I can treat the ground and know that I'm not just like putting in work for nothing just to leave later. And she has this beautiful sunroom where I can talk to you guys and post. So let me go get what I need to cut that open. Who's still here? Okay, so what's important when it comes to dealing with any of these mushroom blocks, isopropyl alcohol, I'm going to spray my hands, disinfect. They're already colonized, so there's not real like a big chance of cross-contamination, but I am going to disinfect my hands and I'm going to let that just work its way for a couple minutes or a couple seconds. And boom, we have the lion's mane. Razor blade here, as close to a scalpel as I could get. I'm going to sterilize that as well with isopropyl alcohol. So here we are, we're going in. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off this top layer of mycelium because it is going to take too much concentration away and moisture from where I'm going to cut into it. Thick layer of mycelium too. Technically this is edible. Spongy, but full of medicinal properties. So now that top layer has been taken off, I'm gonna just fold it down, push all of this air out. Push as much air out as possible. Now that I have done that, I'll come back with this tape. Oh, don't whack up now. Get a reliable tape. Squeeze as much air out as possible. You're trying to get this airtight. Doesn't have to be perfect, mind you. Everything has mycelinated already and colonized this entire block. I need a better tape than this, I ain't gonna lie. I hate this type of tape. Y'all hate this tape too? This tape's so butt. Can't ever tell. Like if it rips, you don't ever know where to like. Hey, how are you? You grew that in a bag? I did grow this in a bag. I took off the first layer of mycelium. Now this is full of those neurogenerative effects, and it's edible technically. Not necessarily gourmet at the moment, but when I get these mushrooms in, watch what happens. So I have that taped. I'm gonna push some more air. This is how it looks. This is the reishi mushroom, and this is the lion's mane mushroom. two highly medicinal mushrooms. If you have not done research on them as of yet, go do it. And how are you, my sister? I think I know who this is. Oh, this is New York, New York. Yeah, that's New York, New York right there, son. Straight out of Brownsville, Brooklyn. You heard? You heard? How are you doing, sis? I did grow this in the bag. I'm using this. Look, this might be the last time I use this tape. I ain't gonna lie. I'm so tired of this cheapo weepo tape. Mr. Pumpkin. Take this down. Trying to really seal out any air. Boom. So, got the bricks. I am doing all right. Blessed. I'm blessed and I can't complain. You better not complain. You better not. You better not. So I'm gonna go ahead and sterilize this again. I need to go get and give me an X-Acto blade. This mom's gave me this. She was like, "Here, you can have it. You can use it. I know you're gonna need it to cut that back." I'm like, "Yeah, I will." I need an X-Acto blade. And then what I'm going to do is I have two options. I can let this recolonize on top, making a higher CO2 environment than it was before because there's no room for anything else. And I blocked the micron patch that's in there, right? Which allows for air transfer, gas transfer, right? So what I'll do is look for a thick patch of mycelium and like this right here, and I'll cut an X right into that. Boom. I'll cut an X right there. So where this is the most oxygenated part of this block. That will trigger this part of the block to make a mushroom. And it's just that simple. So what I'll do to even reinforce that that's the only spot getting like high amounts of oxygen, I'll come back and retape anywhere around that. See where that is? And I'll come back, just tape like right underneath it. Come back, go over, and just try to make this one area the only area getting oxygen. Boom. And since we're already in a humid environment, this sunroom, what I'll do is I'll just set this up somewhere in here and I'll let it do its thing. Within about like a week, should be less than a week, I'll see the mushroom protruding from that cut and it'll swell up. Already. How do I add people in here? I want to go live with people. I want to go live. I'm going to find out how to do it. I'm going to find out. But, yep, that's that. Now, I do have two reishi mushroom block. Now, when it comes to reishi mushroom, they're far more forgiving when it comes to like cross contamination because they're such a vigorous mycelium. Like they'll take down whole trees, which happened. The orange tree died from a frost and it took over the whole orange tree. Now I got reishi mushrooms growing outside of my mama house, just popping up out the dirt because of it's eating that dead wood from that orange tree. And I've caught them growing off of the pear tree, which lets me know the pear tree is gonna be out of here soon. It's on this last little, you feel me? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut a hole in this. Just because I want to. And I want to see like what these mushrooms will form into in the next day or so. I could really cut this whole thing off. Oh my God, that smells so good. I love the smell of all natural mushrooms. Okay, so I'm gonna leave this alone. I'm gonna let it do what it do. I did pay a grip for it. Not as much as most people would have ended up paying for, I ain't gonna lie. My boy hooked me up. He hooked me up. I ain't gonna lie. Business merger coming soon. It's really already done, but I just want to make it worth my brother's while as well. So the more people who are interested in this medicinal way of living, these mushrooms, lion's mane mushroom, reishi mushroom, and just all around holistic healing, that allows me to go ahead and say, all right, bro, I got enough clientele. Let me get X amount of paw for you for whatever price you can hook me up with. Instead of like 1 and 2ing it to people, I need to make it worth his while. I want to be a wholesale. For those of you who have been marketers, salesmen, or women, you got to make it worth a person's while when you're trying to have a business merger with somebody. A supplier of any kind or anything like that, it needs to be worth their while. We don't need handouts. All natural pear wine. I am doing okay, my sister. I am doing very good. I'm not gonna complain. We all could, but why? I'm not gonna complain. Complaining shows a lack of faith, and I'm done with that chapter of my life, having lack of faith. So this is all natural pear wine that your boy made. Boom. Got the pour. It's a nice little pour too, man. But shoot. Cheers. This is to you, my sister. This is a Q&A. Ask any questions you may have. You were at the seminar that I had, so at that tea party. But if you have any questions about herbs, sister, this is the time right now, while I'm at your disposal. Take advantage. Lion's mane mushroom. I'm not gonna lie, they charge us so much for this just because of the medicinal properties. It's not as like delicious. It's not more delicious than like your average mushroom. The texture is different, so you can cook it different. But yeah. I know it's gonna be some vegan out there like, nah, bro, because it's like the lobster of the mushroom community. Nah, shut up. So this is all edible. This is the mycelium that was starting to form the actual mushroom. I'm just picking it off the top. You can see the actual oats and wood that it was growing from. Sterilized, of course. And I can just add all that to the compost. Don't nothing get wasted no more with me. I try not to let things go to waste. Khadijah. when I hear the term Khadijah, first of all, two things come to mind. My high school sweetheart and a living single. Those are the first two things that come to mind. And then immediately afterwards, like going into the truth, you start learning about who Muhammad was and his wife Khadijah. No, we ain't gotta go there. It was weird that a mushroom grew from my compost bag. Oh, word? You gotta share that. I looked it up and it was an oyster mushroom. I ate it and I saw another little baby mushroom as well. All right, girl. Cheers. Over there growing oyster mushrooms. How'd you cook it though? I know you ain't do like me and just eat it raw. People don't be doing like me. Like this, I've never seen somebody do this, but I mean, I'm Nature Man Stan. When it comes to this earth and this planet that God gave us, I'm more friends with it than I am friends of men. That's a fact. I trust it more than I trust men. That's a fact. So I'm just like literally eating every millimeter of mycelium. So when it comes to mushrooms, you have about 3 different parts where you can. I put it in my basil and tomato. Ooh, yeah. You didn't bring me none, so I don't care. I'm mad. I don't care. I ain't mad. I'm a little mad, but I ain't mad. But because that sounds very good. Put that over some pasta. I have a good harvest too that I had today. LOL, whatever. Everybody playing. Look, when people be growing stuff and cooking stuff, I don't know if it's just the inner nature man in me, but I want to try it. I bet it was fun. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay, you know what? Go ahead. This wine fire too, though. Homemade pear wine. I could do that too. No, it's all good. I'm actually glad that you cooked a mushroom. First of all, it took some courage to cook a mushroom that grew randomly in your garden. Because, young lady, people done drop dead over that. So, praise the Most High, you still here. But oyster mushrooms are pretty easy to identify. But I'm not gonna lie. Just be careful. That was very dangerous, what you did. You got plants that are like give you irritable bowels, and some of them might kill you, yeah. But you got mushrooms that'll kill you for show. I'm talking about like a forkful. If you don't get somewhere quick and let them pump your stomach and do whatever they need to do to you, you'll be out of here fast. You won't make the day. True that. Right, I found it was looking like it was, huh? I found it was okay. It was lookalikes I found online as well. Mushroom oyster is one of them ones where you do need to know the lookalikes, but yeah, I wish I could make the words on this a bit bigger. I have to squint. I can make myself bigger, but I can't make the words bigger. That's crazy. Okay. That's good to know. But reishi mushroom doesn't have many poisonous lookalikes. So that's a good thing when it comes to reishi mushroom. Check out the harvest that I got today. Got some beautiful, it's called Mexican oregano, but this is definitely, we call it sticky thyme. It's a type of mint for sure. The terpenes are crazy on this thing. It's freaking ridiculous. It's very energizing. Smelling it, oh man, this is truly aromatherapy. My goodness. Super big eggplants, fat boys, whammo. Another one, I got about 6 of them here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And the 7th one is a white eggplant. Turns yellow when you leave them too long. I guess when it comes to the purple eggplants, this one is like most closest to like where I should have picked it. Maybe this one. They start turning yellowish after you leave them for so long. I don't know if the flavor, you know what it does to the flavor, but it's all good. I'm gonna find out how to make some of that eggplant parmesan that them vegans be on and all that stuff, or vegetarians or whatever. Love this stuff. Six-foot tall giant Indian snake bean. Not six, this one's about 5 something. Check it out. It's a lot of food, man. And I got like 25, 30 pounds worth of elderberry. So there's that as well. It's not a hard recipe, pretty easy. Okay, you acting like you be making eggplant parmesan. You know what I'm saying? You be making that? I'll give them to you. You can make it, and then you just gotta, can't be wicked and not give me some. Ooh, that would be so wicked. I'm telling. Ooh wee. I would tell quick. Like, I gave you 6 eggplants. You told me you was gonna make eggplant parmesan. I know you did, because I know you just didn't let them rot. You did something with them. And you ain't gonna let me have none? I did it once. That's what's up. That's what's up. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna get some somehow. I've never been into like, I never made a lot of Italian cuisine. I made Japanese cuisine. I've made Korean cuisine. I got you. Don't play. I see the laughy face. Bless you. Much love. Love you. But don't play. Because I'll give you these as soon as I'll put them in the fridge. Give them to you Shabbat. I don't know what side of town you stay on, but I'll drop them to you if it's reasonable. And I'm going to expect it the next following Shabbat. I'm for real. Especially since I grew it. Absolutely. Lion's mane mushroom, homegrown lion's mane mushroom, and homemade wine, pear wine. Cheers. Ain't nothing like doing things yourself. That's pressure. How is that pressure? That's only fair though. I ain't say it got to be Bombay. I mean, I would hope it would be. But for me to drop off all these eggplant to you and you not give me... Are you crazy? So you just get to enjoy those eggplant, probably make them super scrumdiddly-umptious, and I don't... You crazy. I'll put them in compost before I do that. Before I don't enjoy them at all, I'll put them in compost. All right, but straight. But this is a Q&A stream. Do you have any questions? Do you have any questions relative to mushrooms, herbs, healing the body, gardening? You need to get your garden up and underway. I know you've been taking care of your niece's garden. Your niece or your cousin? I know you've been taking care of Tyra's garden. Hey. I want some eggplant parmesan so bad now. Your niece? I want some eggplant parmesan. I almost started to ask you what your age was, but I feel like you wouldn't even tell me. But I want some eggplant parmesan so bad right now. Oh my goodness. With the mozzarella on top, with the gooey, with the... With some of this wine, that would be fire. That would be fire. Did you buy your ladybugs? What prompted that question? Because I have a video that answers that. Did you just assume I use ladybugs? What prompted that? You've been doing a deep dive on my videos or what? Or did you plant certain things in your garden to lure them? No, I bought ladybugs. Now, I always had like a little ladybug presence, but You want ladybugs out there like the police. You want a lot of them out there. Hold on. I don't know if I mean that statement when it comes to police. But you want them out there doing their job, what you pay them to do. No, I saw it on your IG. Yeah, I bought them. I also bought some praying mantises, but I don't know if they made it. I don't know if the birds came and ate them up, which is sad because I love praying mantises. That's probably like one of my favorite bugs of all time. It's like a literal fighter bug, like a martial art bug. So much so they made a fighting style out of it. Come on now. I'm dealing with these squash bugs and spider mites. Ooh wee. The ladybugs might help with the spider mites, but that squash vine borer, they'll help with the eggs. They'll help kill the eggs of the squash vine borer. But on your tomato plant and sweet potatoes, yes, spider mites will definitely take those over. Golly. Ugh. I might have to give you a hug from a distance because you know you can spread spider mites like that, right? It's like cooties. Hey, Shalom, how you doing? And I go home, and a month later, I'm like, bro, is this web? What is going on here? It be like that. It be like that. You better get your neem oil. Better get your 100% neem oil, Castile soap. I use capsaicin oil. You can just like blend up a lot of hot peppers and get like an extract out of it and strain it. Put that in the concoction. Why don't you go to Botany Hydroponics, which is a hydroponic shop that has helped me along my entire journey as a horticulturalist. So go there, tell him, hey, do you know Stan? Immediately he's gonna say yes. And like, oh, Stan told me to come here for a spider mite issue. Can you help me with that? He's gonna take care of you for the best price ever. God bless Ben. That's my brother from another mother. I ain't gonna lie. When you go in there too, you're gonna see things that I grew as well. But if there's no questions, I wanted to answer questions or reserve this time for that. I might have to do this again. Yes, ma'am. And how old are you, sis? It's just on my mind, and I'm sporadic like that. I gotta ask. I hope that don't come to bite me in the butt. How do I put this in the chat? Filter messages, community moderation. 36, got you. Con. I'm trying to put this in the chat. Now I feel, okay, I shouldn't feel old because I know how to. I should be able to put this in the chat. Start a poll. Start Q&A. Hold on, what does that mean? Start Q&A. Ask a question. I'm learning. Okay. Well. Anyways, it's not letting me access my chat. What I'll do is I'll get the address and I'll speak it out. I'm trying to write it in the chat. It's a pin message. Blah, 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 blah. That's crazy. No worries. I got you. I am very not tech savvy, so. It's all good. The name of the place is Botany Hydroponics and Organics. Go there, ask for Benjamin. That's my boy. The address is 15106. That is 15106 Bel Air Boulevard, Houston, Texas 77083. That is the location of Botany Hydroponics. Best place. I feel like I'm a kid in a candy store every time I go there. Tell them Stan sent you. Don't forget to do that. Stan, just be like, hey, Stan, the big black guy. Automatically, he's gonna know who you are, or at least who sent you, and he's gonna take care of you. Tell him you have a spider mite issue and squash vine borer. Squash vine borer is going to be way more complicated to take care of. That's because it goes into the plant. So you either have to put something systemic in the plant for it to uptake and make the plant toxic to the bug. Like it could be a bunch of essential oils. It could be BT something or the other, some sort of chemical compound. But I'm not gonna lie, I just started over on my squash because this is around the time where they start to like kind of slow down. It's not spring, it's not early summer anymore. Hopefully you don't have as much of them out here throwing their eggs around. Please do. Please do. Boom. Any other questions? Yes, no, maybe so. That's my boy. Tell you he gonna take care of you too. Everything in there, and he's about to start having some of my products in there as well. So in due time. That's my boy. He's known me for like 15 plus years. That's not a cap. He's known me since I was a freshman in high school. Well, thank you all for tuning in. I'm gonna do more Q&As. Hopefully more people can come in into the future with more questions. But until next time, guys, peace. Keep growing.